Hey, welcome back. Today we are looking at percentages, assignment 3 for this unit, and I'm hoping that I can help you understand this better. It's not an easy one, not really hard, but it just takes some practice, some repetition. So let's do that. Let's math it up. All right, here we are. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's start doing this here. So we got 5 questions, 5 different things we're working on, and a bunch of 5 sections and a bunch of questions. So the first one's not too hard. Convert to percent. You should know to convert these decimals to percent, you gotta multiply by 100. So I'm going to put a placeholder here because when I multiply this by 100, I'm going to have to move my decimal over 2 spaces. And this is going to give me 20%. This next question, fraction, you can do this in one of 2 ways. You can do you can convert this to a percent, which of course this will be equal to 0.6, sorry, convert to a decimal, and then that decimal can be multiplied by 100 to equal 60%. Now the other way you can go about this is you can create an equivalent fraction that's in percent form, so something over 100. So this particular one would be 3/5 is equivalent to something over 100. Now, what is that something over 100? It's going to be 60 over 100 times 20 to get there, times 20. We're going to get 60 over 100, which of course is again equal to 60%. Something we want to practice, but just put it in our back pocket to use when we need to. Now, this next question already has some placeholders there. Multiplying it by 100 is going to move our decimal place over 2 to get us to 2.5%. Question 1D. Again, this is going to be equivalent to a 0.25 decimal, which when we multiply that by 100, it's going to get us to 25%, or we can make an equivalent fraction. It's equal to something over 100, which is 25 over 100, right? 4 times 25 and 1 times 25 is going to create that equivalent fraction in percent form, and then we can simply write that as 25%. Question 1E. Now 1E is 1.35. It has the placeholders we need. We just need to move that decimal over 2 places, 1, 2, and that's going to give us 135%. Question 1F, 6/20. So this is going to be a decimal of 0.3, which will be equal to, or when you multiply by 100, will be equal to 30%. You can also think of this as equal to something over 100, and to get to 100 we need to multiply by 5 to make that equivalent fraction of 30 over 100, which will equal 30%. Okay, section number 2, we're going to be finding the percent of numbers using equivalent fractions. So now these are written in word problems, so you need to pay attention to this, the of and the is, our numerator and our denominator, our whole and our part. The part uses the language is, and the whole uses the language of. Pay attention to that as we go. First question, I'll highlight them, and then I'm just going to go quicker after that. 3 is the top of, right? So we have our is on top, and we have our of on bottom. Is that clear? I hope that's clear. I'm going to rip through these. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 is going to be equivalent to 30 out of 100. Of course, 30 out of 100 is 30%. B, 3/5. 3 is what percent of 5, right? There's that is and the of. 3 is our numerator and 5 is our denominator. Now, how do we turn these into something over 100? We have to multiply the bottom by 20 and multiply the top by 20, which gives us 60 over 100, which is equal to 60%. What percent of 50 is 20? So now this one's a little tricky because it's of first. Of 50 is 20. Remember? Of is the denominator and is the numerator. So how is this going to equal our something over 100? It will be 40 over 100, which is equal to 40%. 3 out of 4. 3 is what percent of 4? 3 over 4. How do we turn these numbers into something over 100? Multiply by 25 to turn 4 into 100. Multiply by 25. Turn 3 into 75, which is 75 100ths. And of course, that is equal to 75%. You with us so far? I hope you are. Cruising through this pretty quick. 1 is what percent of 2? There's the is and the of. 1 is the is, 2 is the of. We're going to change this into something over 100, and it's going to be 50 over 100. And this is going to equal 50%. Now, what percent of 20 is 12? So 12 over 20. How do we turn that into a something over 100? You multiply by 5, multiply by 5. So this is going to be, bumping my mic here. It's going to be 60%. 60 100ths, 60%. Number 3, now we're going to be using some decimals. So we're going to change a fraction into a decimal. Our fraction will change into a decimal, and then we're going to multiply that decimal by 100 to get our percentage. You could also write that, I guess, write that over 100. Okay. First one. Same language, the of and the is. 25 over 41. Now, am I going to do that math? Am I going to do the long division? I'm not. I'm going to go 25 divided by 41 is equal to 609. I'm going to round that up to 61. So it's going to be equivalent or equal to 0.61. Now when I multiply 0.61 by 100, I'm going to get 61%. Now, question 3b. What percent of 36, so this is my 36 is on the bottom, is 12. And I already know, actually, because this is 1/3, it'll be 0.33%, but let's go through it anyway. So 12 divided by 36, yeah, 3333 repeating, that's going to be 33%, or 33 decimal, 0.33. And when I multiply this by 100, it's going to be 33%. 86 is, or 83 is, so 83 is going to be a top number over 86, and that's going to equal 90 something percent, 97 or something. 83 divided by 86, 96.5, 96, not 0.965. I'm already like converting it to decimal percentage in my mind. So it's 97 rounding up, 97, 0.97 rounded up is then multiplied by 100. That's going to equal 97%. D. 64 is what percent of, right? 64 is that language. 79 is the of. We can do that multiplication. 64 over 79. 64 divided by 79 equals 81. 0.81. You multiply that by 100, you're going to get 81%. 31 is what percent of 41? Now what is this going to be in our decimal? 31 divided by 41. 75.6, round that up to 76%, 0.76. Then we're going to multiply it by 100, and that's going to be 76%. 3F. So this is going to be 35 over 78, and when I do that math, 35 divided by 78, it's going to equal 45%, rounding up. 45, 0.45 decimal. We're going to round that up by going going to multiply that by 100 to get our percentage, which will be 45%. That's it. Okay, so we're trying to find the whole. So they're giving us the percentage, and they're giving us the part. 52% of what is 13? 52% of a number is 13. What is that number? The whole of that number is going to equal the part, 13, multiplied by the percentage in decimal form. So we're going to go 13 times, 13 divided by 0.52. When we do that, we're going to get, I think this one's going to be 25. Let's check it out. 13 divided by 0.52, 25. 5% of 35. So we're going to go 35 divided by 0.05 equals, and that's going to be like 700. 35 divided by 0.05, 700. 700. 95% of 19. So that will be 19 divided by 0.95. That's going to equal 20. 19 divided by 0.95. 20. 20. C. 10% of something is 148. So 148 divided by 0.1. That's going to equal 1,480. And you can do that math by just shifting the decimal, but let's show it. 148 divided by 0.1, 1,480. There it is. 53% of 40. 40 divided by 0.53 is going to equal 56, 55. Anyway, let's check it out. 40 divided by 0.53 equals 75. I was way off. 75.4. That's not 50. $75.5. 57 of what is 171? 57% of what is 171? So 171 divided by 0.57. 171 divided by 0.57 equals 300. 300. And what happened with this one? Last 6 questions here. Last chunk. 17% of 88 is what? So now they're giving you the whole, and they want you to find the part. What is 70% of 88? And now this is going to multiply. The part is going to be equal to the percentage times the whole. And the percentage is going to be written as a decimal. So 17% is going to be 0.17, sorry. Yes, 0.17 times 88. So it doesn't really matter what order we go in. Let's go 0.17. Apparently I can't write. 0.17 multiplied by 88 is going to equal 0.17 times 88 equals 14.96. Okay, 37% of 200. 37% of 100 would be 37. 37% of 200 would be 74. So let's see. We'll go 200. Let's do it 0.37 times 200 equals 74. That's just my 0.37 times 200. Whoa, wait a second. 0.37 times 200 equals 74. Okay. The part, what is 38% of 129? So 38% written as a decimal, 0.38 multiplied by 129. 138 multiplied by 129. 0.38 times 129 equals 4902. I'm just going to say 49. And you know what? For this one up here, I'm going to round that up to 15. Just because it's a nice whole number. 61% of 5 is what? 61% of 5. What would 5% of 61 be? 5% of 61 would be 3. 3.053. All right. 0.61 times 5 equals 0.61 times 5 equals 3.05. Round that down to 3. 18% 18% of 22 is what? 18% of 22, so 0.18 times 22 equals 0.18 times 22 equals 22 times 0.18, 3.96 is going to be 4, round up to 4. Add that into the statement, round up. And the last one is F, 300% of 106. So this is going to be 300% is going to be written as 3. 3 times 106 is going to equal 318. Yeah, because 300% is 3 whole. 300. 300 over 100, which is 3. 3 times 106 is 118. 318, sorry. Okay. That's it. We're done. Not too bad. Not too bad. Lots of things to remember. Lots of little steps to remember. Using calculator is totally fine. If you don't need to, skip it. But if you want to check your answers, or if it just seems like there's a lot of math, just calculator it. Calculator it. I'll leave that there. Math it up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.